Many single mothers thought divorce would bring them freedom and happiness. But now, reality is hitting hard. Bills are piling up, loneliness is setting in, and some are even breaking down in tears, regretting the very choice they once celebrated.
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom.
What?
Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's gonna happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy, most of the time, being a single mom.
The real advice she should be giving is to not have kids if you're not officially in a family, especially if there is no marriage.
This is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers.
Oh, boo-hoo.
It will be hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question.
Of course you have to fight for them, because you chose to give birth to them, and they will be forever your responsibility.
Just real talk. If motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard.
What the is this piece of
They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can. And you get $250 a month.
At least you get something, and you have a job to provide for them.
What the? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
$250 a month, and my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much. They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant.
It's funny how the opposite of what she's saying is what happens, and men are the ones who most likely lose their stuff after a divorce.
They'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that. Good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky, because the rest of us don't have that. And the rest of us become single moms.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
See, she just admitted that she's the one who left, and somehow she's blaming him for the consequences.
And because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom, but the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids, and then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years to take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing, because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah. Yep.
She completely disregarded how he wanted to step up, and the fact that he fought her 5 years for custody ultimately proves that he is a more than capable father.
I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars.
I beg your pardon?
You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being, and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old.
We do not care.
What she's expressing right now is nothing compared to what men go through when they lose half their stuff, custody of their own kids, and are expected to pay child support for years. And if they fail to do it, they can even do time.
I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't. My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for two things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in, and I do now. To what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life. It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
At least you still have your house and most of your things, so it's not that bad.
It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself. And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not.
Divorce should be a last resort, but this woman sounds like she divorced because she was bored. People realize and regret only after the loss.
I feel like the mom should get some of the money because they have a lot of the emotional burdens of taking care of the child. Like there are things that money can't put a price on that the parents are doing when they're solely the one like.
So why should they get more money?
You know, it hurts me to not be with my child too, right? Same mental anguish and the that you're dealing with being with my child, it hurts me just as much me not being with my son.
Some men really are deadbeats, though. Like
I'm not talking for them.
I'm not
talking for them. I can't.
But that's what the system was made for.
Still apply to them?
Yes, because guess what? They still got to pay. They got to pay.
What's truly unfair is that no matter how much you pay, it's never enough.
They got to pay. And if we're worrying about the child's well-being, then we're worrying about the child's well-being.
Yeah.
I come from a family of 8. My mom is a single mom. She was a serial mom, as they say. But she had a number of different dads, but she did the bulk of the legwork on raising us and taking care of us. And she did have these men on child support, and it was never enough.
Oh, hell no!
Imagine having 8 different people give you money, and you're still seeking more. It's unbelievable.
Hey guys, no one talks about the part of being a single mom where you go to the grocery store and you've had a horrible week, and then your 3-year-old decides to throw herself on the floor and act a fool for like an hour at the grocery store. Thankfully, the lady at Publix, once I got her to the car finally, she watched her for me so that I could go in and get the groceries that I had been shopping for the last 30 minutes. It's like all because they had a bad day. That's the part that's because you don't have somebody that's there with you to help you when you're absolutely drowning.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
How about the guy that has to pay child support each month? I've even heard of a man ending up homeless only because child support took most of his paycheck, and we don't see him constantly complaining.
I don't know how else to document things, but this is the ugly side of separation and divorce. When you don't truly understand what is going on, when you are stepping into a new career, and the person that is supposed to be your person is not there to tell you how happy they are for you.
You serious?
And how proud they are for your first day. When you can't stop crying.
I'm more concerned about how she's driving while making this, because it seems dangerous.
Because you miss their touch. You miss their sarcasm. You miss everything about them. You miss their smell in the mornings. You miss their go grab a Red Bulls. You miss every single ounce of them.
Yo, man, watch the road.
And you don't know what to do. But this is day one of my journey of being a 40-year-old, newly licensed registered nurse who worked her butt off to get here. That is also going to go through a divorce from the person that she thought she was going to spend all of eternity with. So please don't judge if you see me out today and I can't stop crying, or if you ask me how I'm doing and I don't have an answer, because I don't.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It pains me to see them jumping to divorce over the simplest problems, only to regret it later when it's way too late.
Okay, this video is for all my single moms out there. How is dating going for you? Dating in my 30s post-divorce is absolutely brutal and exhausting. And it feels like a second full-time job. And I haven't been dating because it's that exhausting, and I'm leaning more towards just being that crazy cat woman that we all heard about when we were younger, and just owning a bunch of them and keeping my own space and not having to worry about anybody else again. But is it just me, or is dating so much harder now than it was when we were in our 20s or younger? I don't get it. Younger guys that are all interested in the mom thing, which is weird, or older guys who do not grow out of the frat boy phase. Somebody help.
She's still getting options, but her being picky is why she's single.
This long. So then the kids go to school and I can't wait till they go to school and leave the house so I could cry. Like, nobody knows the pain, the struggle, you know? The shit we moms go through, and dads, because there's single dads out there. You know? When they leave, sometimes I be like, and I start crying on my own. I don't come out on live crying for you guys.
So that was a f***ing lie.
You know? I cry on my own piece, like from my own mental. I cry for my own sake so I could release all the demons.
What?
Men, on the other hand, have no regret when these relationships end.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I had a harsh reality check in town, getting household items, a little bit of groceries, and I have almost 3,000 followers, and guys follow me.
Huh?
So this is for the guys. If you have kids and you're not with their mother, please still help. It's hard. I've been a single mom for about 4 years, and in that time frame I had little to no help from my kid's dad. I was doing it, but this year has been really, really hard.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Some ladies keep wanting to leave and have nothing to do with you, but soon after, they start asking for help.
I just spent $200 on hygiene stuff, household stuff, our laundry soap, dish soap, toiletries, like everything. And I haven't get any groceries yet. And I pay for all the bills and everything, and sometimes it's literally choosing groceries over bills, hygiene's over bills. Like, I try my best for us to live comfortably, but it's hard. My mom was a single mom. I seen her.
Well. This is what happens when the guy is out of the picture. You realize his value only when he's gone.
I'm not coming on here to try to have people feel sorry for me. The only person who I wish would open their eyes and realize is their dad. Like, his help would mean so much to me, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. So please, if you have kids, be there for them, help their mom as best as you can. Like, I have to go get groceries now. I don't know how much that's gonna cost, but this is reality.
He's scared of being a single mom and
divorced. Yeah.
So can we discuss that there is nothing wrong with being divorced, and like if you've done everything to make this marriage work, but now it's affecting your health and well-being as well as the kids, right?
And also,
divorce would be the only solution.
Yeah, it really is.
Get
You'll be
out.
happily divorced, I'm telling you.
You'd
rather be
happy,
happily divorced than miserable marriage.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
Okay. And you know what?
Say that again! You'd rather happily divorced than being in a miserable marriage.
Yes.
The last thing a married woman should do is listen to a single one and let her dictate her life choices.
A woman shared her regrets about not working harder to save her marriage now that her ex-husband is happily remarried. The 41-year-old woman shared to the True Off My Chest subreddit that she left her husband around 10 years ago, shortly after they'd had their first child together. According to this woman, there were no major issues in the marriage. She was a stay-at-home mom and had her husband wrapped around her finger. He did whatever she said, and she burnt him out. When he grew tired of her demands, she started threatening divorce.
But why? Why would you do that?
She thought she was still a great catch and that she could do better than her husband, so she left. She ended up getting joint custody of her son and the house after the divorce. Now, 10 years later, the ex-husband is happily remarried with a baby daughter and a new house. The divorced woman, on the other hand, has been unmarried ever since. She's jealous of her ex-husband's new wife, saying, "She took my husband, she took my kid, she took my life that was once mine, and now I live in an empty house." She claims she is alone and miserable and wishes she would have been a better wife 10 years ago so she wouldn't be in this situation. As you can probably imagine, not many people were very sympathetic towards this woman. "You got what you deserved and he got what he deserved," one Redditor commented. Others noted that the new wife didn't take anything from her, with one saying, "You gave it away." This woman's story may end in bitterness and guilt, but that's not the case for most divorcees. According to research derived from family law attorneys, 80% of divorcees end up remarried. While divorce is a valid option in many situations, it's not always the solution. It takes two to make things work, and many people believe this woman reaped what she sowed.
Yes! Yes!
I'm so glad the guy got what he deserves and didn't let this drag him down. And this is how we should be.
So the guy that I have been dating just broke up with me. And I'm pretty sad about it. And talking about things is healing for me. If you haven't watched my other videos, he was a guy that I knew from high school, and I didn't meet on a dating app or anything. He reached out to me and asked me on a date, and it was just supposed to be to catch up and have a good time, no expectations, and that's exactly what happened. We had a great time. He ended up asking me on a second date, and we were having conversations about what our non-negotiables were, and one of his non-negotiables was that he didn't want to have to compete with other men for my time. So I deleted Tinder and deleted my Snapchat.
This should not be negotiable in the first place. You are required to delete dating apps upon entering a new relationship.
And he treated me so well. It was so thoughtful and said things to me that made me think that he wanted the same things. I always get advice about how I need to go slowly and be nonchalant, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to guard my heart and not be all in when I like somebody and I see a future with them. I am moving to Texas in January, and he knew that from the very beginning and had said that he was absolutely willing to relocate. So today he told me that he couldn't move away from his children, and all of his kids are grown. They're in their 20s and 30s.
Emotional, damn it! What kind of man would put someone else before his kids?
But honestly, I think that he just didn't have the same feelings for me that I did for him, and he was trying to spare me the heartache of telling me the truth. I'm just exhausted, and I'm tired of getting my heart broken and then having to pick up all the pieces. And look, I just need to have a good cry today.
This is what's on the other side of divorce. And dating gets harder because not only are they older, but fewer and fewer men are willing to commit given how the standards have become. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.